This is the lantern that I'm making. Um, these are memory lanterns that I make. And so let me show you. They actually open up. And so I normally put like a little light in here. Um, and I am going to put some text on the sides, both sides. And then on the front and the back, I'm going to put a photo. This one I'm making for my daughter, a friend of hers. She wanted me to make it for a friend of, my daughter wanted me to make it for a friend of hers. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making this one for a friend of hers. And so I'm going to show you how I put the images and the text on here. And I really do, I like these a lot. And I get a lot of requests for these. Normally folks do t-shirts with their family members' pictures on it, as a way to commemorate their passing. I think these are much nicer. That's just my opinion. And it's something that you can have for a long time. So I'm going to show you guys how I do these. This is the first set of text. I used Cricut permanent vinyl for this text. So this is the first text. I like that, the text. So this is the first one I'm going to put up there. Well, this is the text I'm going to put up there, whether it be first or not. And this is the second set of text that I'm going to put on the other side. And as you can see, I already have the transparent tape on here. So I'm just going to lift both of these and put them on the lanterns. And then on the screen, I'm not sure if you can see them very well, but these are the two images that I'm going to use. And I've already measured my lantern. So this first image is, the width is 4 and the height is 5.4. And for this picture, since it's going on the front of the lantern, it's a little bit smaller. That window is a little bit smaller on the lantern. So the size for this one is 3.5 width by 5 height. Okay. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So like I said, I've already measured them. I'm going to go ahead and send these to the printer and print them. I'm just going to move it a little bit because I want to be able to, for whatever reason, Cricut is not reading this paper that I have. The sensor is not reading it, so I've had to cut these out by hand. I'm a little annoyed that I got to cut them out by hand, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit continue. And before I print these, you're not going to mirror it if you're going to make one of these lanterns, because I put them right on the outside glass of the lantern, so you don't have to mirror it. So let me hit continue. I'm gonna go ahead and send it to the printer, and I'm gonna leave the bleed on. I printed another one like this earlier, and it had a whole bunch of lines in it. So when I messed around with it, I left the bleed on and printed it, and the lines weren't on the picture. So I'm going to do the same thing this time. And then, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and print this out. And then I'm going to come back and show you guys how I put the images on the lantern. Try to get this light off of there. So these are the images. And what I used is silhouette, silhouette, printable paper, clear. So that's the paper that I used. I'm going to let these images dry a little bit before I attempt to cut them out, because I want to make sure that the ink doesn't smear. But these are the two images that I'm going to be using. So while they're drying, I'm going to show you how I put the vinyl on. me slide this back a little bit so you guys can see. So I can put the... I gotta get a bigger desk. Woo. So, I hope you guys can see that. So since this one, I've already put the transparent paper up here, I'm gonna do this one first. And one thing about one thing I really hate weeding. That's not one of my favorite things to do, is weeding vinyl. And then when you gotta try to get it to stick, I'm gonna move this out of the way for a minute. Try to scrape this paper. And you gotta scrape this. Let me move this mouse pad out the way. That's all in the way too. And when you gotta scrape this paper, whoo. But you know what? I usually just turn on either the music or call my mom on the phone, get to talking about whatever happened at work today while I'm working on these lanterns. Anyway, all this, you gotta make sure you really scrape to get this vinyl to lay down. And I usually scrape it on the back to try to get it to... Now what I'm doing is scraping the text onto the transparent paper, the transparent tape, I'm sorry. And you have to make sure that you are scraping it, then pulling it, scraping it, then pull it, because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get it all up in one scrape. So you see how I got to the bottom and some of it well, there it is. Oh, that's all of it. Some of these lines I just want to, these curves, I'm sorry, we just want to straighten out a little bit. Before I put it onto the lantern. So that's what I'm doing, just straighten out some of these lines. Make sure that it's, excuse me, I'm sorry, make sure it looks like the image that I printed out. Ooh, I'm sorry. Well, my stomach want to be making a whole bunch of noise. Okay, so we got that all straightened out. It's looking like I want it to look. So we're going to go ahead and put it on the lantern. Okay, that is beautiful. Text is looking like I want it to. I've already cleaned off my lantern with some alcohol. Make sure the windows are nice and clean. The glass is nice and clean on my lantern. And so I'm gonna go ahead and no, I'm not, I've already measured it. Lord, I can't even talk. I've already measured it. So now what I'm just gonna do is lay it down, and I'm pretty much just gonna eyeball it, make sure it's centered. And be careful, make sure it is laying down where you want it to, because once you put this down, it is a done deal. It is a done deal. Okay. So again, I'm going to scrape it. Just scrape it down real good. Make sure all the entire image or the entire text adheres to the glass. I'm scraping over it. You want to make sure you scrape over it really, really good. Because when you start lifting this transparent paper, it can be a pain. So, right. So, I like to start at the corner and just kind of peel it back. Peel it back, making sure that the entire image or that all of the text is laying down when I peel it back. Now I'm going to tell you, these curved lines on this text, I have not had good success. So if you guys got a better way of getting these curved lines to weed these curved lines out there very thin, drop me some comments. Woo! Oh, that came out nice. Oh, that is beautiful. That is... That is beautiful. That came out really nice. So, I'm going to try to fix this. Again, like I said, I've been having problems with this particular image. These curved lines give me a fit. And I don't like how this curved line is looking. So I am going to take it off. Okay. I am going to take it off because it is not acting, it is not curving properly. And so it's not going to make much of a difference with this image. Like I said, I've done this one before. And I'm surprised that this curved line even came out at all. So I'm just taking it off. And see, it really didn't make that much of a difference in my text. So rather than have it looking ragged, I just decided to take it off. But anyway, so I'm gonna give you a closer look at what that looks like. I'm gonna try to get this light out of there. Just beautiful. Let's see if I can do it this way. Yeah, that's probably better. Beautiful. Okay. So I am going to put the other text on the other side of this lantern. And then I am going to come back and show you how I put the pictures up there. Okay, family. This is the finished product. It is beautiful. You can see that. It is beautiful. I'm not sure if you can see that photo so well because of this light, but that's the photo. That's one photo. And I noticed that on this side, when I was weeding it out, I missed some letters on your, right there. So I'm going to go back and fix that, but that is absolutely, it's not something that, you know, like that I can't fix. That is absolutely beautiful. And then this is the other photo. So like I said, I'm sure if you can see the picture that well, but that's the other photo. And what I used to make the lantern was, to do the photos. Maybe if I sit it down here, you can see it better. And I'll just lean it back. But yeah, what I used to make the photos, to print the photos is plastic, printable, clear. Why do I keep saying plastic? It is printable, clear paper by Silhouette. That's what I use. Cricut has some as well. I purchased some Cricut brand as well, but I haven't used that one yet. I still had some Silhouette left over, so I used that one. But I absolutely love the way the pictures come out when you use that paper. Absolutely love the way that this came out. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. And so what I normally do is I put like I put a candle in here. And so you can commemorate the passing of a loved one with these lanterns, and I absolutely love them. I do. I really do. That is just beautiful. And when you put a candle in here, one of those Dollar Tree candles, it is just beautiful. It really is. And like I said, the door opens. You can put the candle right inside. They are absolutely just beautiful. So I purchased the lantern. I don't think I said it in the beginning. I purchased the lantern from IKEA, and this is the end result. So if you like this kind of content, if you like, if you're a crafter like myself and you like seeing these kinds of products, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and you please hit the like button. Like this video. I try to upload photos. I try to upload videos as often as I can. So again, if you like this kind of content, hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. And so again, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. And until we meet again to do the next craft, y'all hang in there.